Okay, well, it is now approximately 20 past 1 in the morning. I'm just about to drive out of Keeper's Pond. I've been talking to a local chap, so before heading for home we're going on a slight deviation and explore. Something I knew about but didn't know where to find, and now I do, so we'll just quickly go and have a look. Must be this turning here, I think. Nope, that is just a rough car park of some sort, I think. Although it looks like a road, but I don't think it's the one I want. Doesn't look the kind of place that Sally wants to go in the dark. So we now enter Torfaen. But I think that, I got a feeling that was the road actually. Because now we're looking down on Blaenhaven, I would guess. And is that safe for a turning bay? Not really, I don't think. So that where I turned in was what we wanted. Okay. That there looks solid enough. We can reverse onto that to turn round. Even if it's a bit wet and soggy, as long as the front wheels are on solid tarmac, we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay, so that turning is the one we want. Don't think you'd want to overshoot that bend and go down there somehow. Don't think it appeals as an activity. I came in off the rough sort of parking a bit, and it didn't look like it, but yes, this is the road we want. I bet those tail lights are the ones of the guy I've been talking to around Keeper's Pond. The point that we're heading for is called Fox Hunter's Car Park, because buried in that car park under a massive slab of something is Grand National or Derby winning horse from the early 50s called Fox Hunter. I kind of knew of it but didn't know how to find it until talking to the chap this evening. So I thought, there's no hurry to get home, we'll go and have a look. thing to look out for is a pair of TV masts or relay masts, which are now just ahead of us, and there's a blue sign in the distance which the camera may or may not be picking up, but my eyes are, which is probably the car park we're looking for, because he did say it was close to these two, I presume they're TV and radio relay masts. I did kind of think Fox Hunter car park would have some kind of naming and signage. Unsuitable for... here we go, Fox Hunter. Fox Hunter car park, here we go. So it is actually right... What's that? Oh, somebody's bags of rubbish, I think. Somebody's rubbish left behind, yeah. Okay, so this is Fox Hunter car park. Right, okay, well that's worth the detour to check out. Try not to disturb what is probably a couple parked up there in the car. Now, what I don't know, I think, yes I do, it'll go down to Llanellan, which is probably not what I want to do now. Okay, so that's, no, I think it's just the moon peeping through clouds. I think we've had all the best of the moon pictures. Just take these fingerless gloves off because they're not ideal for driving in. They don't grip the wheel very well. So one goes in that pocket and t'other goes in that pocket. And the house keys are, of course, on the car keys in the key ring, in the ignition. Right, on we go. Past 1. Do I feel like going to Talibot Reservoir? No. I'm seeing more gorgeous moon through clouds pictures, but no, we'll call it a night. Coming across there, yeah, it is okay to do. Just as I turned in, it didn't look kind of so good. Okay, clear. Back into Monmouthshire. And we shall now, I think, be in Monmouthshire. Until we pass Monmouth Little and head up the hill into the forest. Assuming we go that way, which is the obvious thing to do, but yeah. again, I don't know if the dash cam can pick it out. That's actually the Heads of the Valleys Road, those lights there. Not as I thought, one of the small towns or villages outside of Abergavenny. So that's the lights on the Heads of the Valleys. And the stretch between Gilwern and a place whose name I can never remember that begins with a B is not finished yet. All paid for by the EU, which of course we're no longer in, but that's another question. More warnings of steep hill ahead of us. Cattle grid. The escape lane I referred to on the outward journey is just down here. Escape lane 200 yards. So your brakes. So I've had my foot lightly on the brake most of the way down this hill. There's the escape lane. Yeah. I don't actually think it would do very much to stop a vehicle. I think which is more likely that would be what would stop a runaway vehicle there. Govilan. Hello, Govilan. One of my ex-colleagues lives just off that corner somewhere. Yes, you can get right. That looks like my answer to my question. One can get up onto that railway bridge by climbing up there. You just need somewhere to leave the vehicle while doing it. And that will be another question. One to be investigated in daylight, I think. fragments of mist down here. No, we're not going out to cover to Gilwern tonight. Bryn Mawr is the other end of the piece of roadworks, Bryn Mawr. With apologies to any Welsh viewers for my poor Welsh pronunciation. Yeah, definitely a bit misty, but still main beam weather at the minute. So possibly, I wonder, if you get up on the previous bridge, can one then walk along the old track bed to that bridge? That would be interesting to find out. And foist. Abergavenny Garden Centre, not in Abergavenny. Kia dealership. Nah. TTL. These are those three-way ones. And this time we are going to have to wait for an oncoming vehicle. Make the light box well and truly aware that we're here. Here we go. Some slightly better signage would be helpful there. It wasn't obvious as I pulled away which side of the barriers I had to go. Now, Merthyr Tydfil that way. Oh, that's right, I now have to go into the edge of Abergavenny to come out again to go the way we want to go. We might as well do that, but I can't see any benefit in going through Abergavenny and come out on the A40. I don't see any good reason to do that at all. First exit the supermarket. 19th, 20th and 21st. We haven't got that far yet, so we're alright. Definitely a bit mistier here. not enough to be a problem, but okay, we want the right hand lane here. There's not another vehicle in sight, so I'm not going to bother indicating. Arrowfoot now. Arrowfoot, I suppose it's Stingray. No, we'll stick to the obvious. Part of me wants to fork left there and maybe go up to Longtown, but the other part of me says no, we'll just get on the A40 and go home. Number 16. So it's in another video, we'll go down and say again. This is how main roads should be. Quiet. Vehicle parked there, we'll move out of it in case someone gets out of it incautiously. Pretty unlikely, they're probably asleep. It says High Street ahead. That tells me we're approaching Raglan Roundabout. Definitely still a bit misty, but as you can see from me keep trying it, at the minute it's better with headlights or main beam up than not. And here we go. Raglan Roundabout. Raglan, not going into Raglan Village. Not tonight. Right on the brake, stop it into third. Clear to the right. There is actually a pedestrian exit from the village there to cross this main dual carriageway. I'm not sure I would want to during the day, but Matt and I have stood down there doing selfies, so it looked as if we were standing on the dual carriageway. We're not that daft. Okay, so goodbye A40, hello A40. Had I gone straight on there, that would have run us down to Newport. But we don't want to go to Newport tonight. Services, which actually at night has better service, better facilities open than some motorway services. And here we have Gibraltar Tunnel. Exit to the left into Monmouth, among other things, immediately at the end of it. And the fog's cleared again. During the day, I would say if I can see those green lights now, I'm probably going to have to stop for a red, but this time of night they will only go red if something comes out of the Forest of Dean to cross over, and that seems reasonably unlikely, shall we say. That's proved me wrong, isn't it? I think the first time I ever came to Monmouth, I was recommending my former employers in a small claims court case. I probably even know what case it was, but it would not be appropriate, even 20 years on, to name the defendants. I remember being told it would take me like an hour and a half to get there. I did it in like 45 minutes. Perfectly legally, because I stuck to the main roads rather than the cross-country route. And we lost, as I knew we would before I set off. But there you go, the boss says do it, you got to do it. Now, can anyone think of any good reason not to go up through the forest, but along another route? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, given the deafening silence, I guess we'll head up into the forest. Might even be tempted to go and turn a few Pokégyms blue before finally going home, just because I can. Okay. Down a gear, on the brakes, down another gear. Yep, so that sign there, when I was first living here, where that sign is, was just a space, a gap in the hedge. And maybe some bits of plastic barrier. It leads me to suspect that not long before a vehicle had probably gone through that hedge. And it's a long way down if you don't. one of the sharp turns on this road is unofficially known as Fiddler's Elbow, but I don't know which one. It's an interesting road, this A4136. But now we're just about done with sharp deviations to the right and left. And we're back in Gloucestershire. And there we go, that looks like Dead Man's Lay-by to the left. Yep, and there's the other entrance to walk down to the Suckstone. I didn't actually measure the distance down there, but somebody, one of my neighbours, estimated about 1.5 miles. Nearly all downhill. Which of course means you've got 1.5 miles back uphill to come back from it. But it's fairly shallow, so that's not too bad. It's walking back up from the river to the Suckstone that's the tough bit. Staunton. Okay, so those road closure that I saw on the way through is obviously within the village, not the road that we could take to get home by previous country lane means. But I'm not in the mood for that today. Yes, I think we'll go down Staunton Road. We will turn the 1842 chapel into a blue gym. We will then head up to the library car park and do the library and the Great Western Museum. And then we'll see what my home Poké gym, the Baptist church, is like when we get there. But I can do that from my bed. Back of that truck is very reflective. At least one couldn't fail to see it. Can I be bothered to go and take a couple of gyms in Broadwell? No, I can't. Is the decision on that? No, I can't be bothered. Part-time lights here. Cut the corner because I can clearly see that there's no other vehicles around. this is now the B4228, which road goes down through Coleford, down to the Forest of Dean, and ends just past Tuts Hill, but it meets the A48 just north of Chepstow. 40 limit. Could turn right there to go down the lanes to go straight home. But that is, yeah, not what we're doing tonight. Equally, I don't think I'd be bothered driving up to the wreck to take those two gyms as well. That's kind of feels like a little bit too much effort. The bright lights on the far horizon there, I suspect, is Suntory, Ribena, Lucozade factory. Which a lot of the locals refer to as Beecham's, because it was at one point owned by Beecham's. Right, this is not on the way home, this is just a way to turn round so I can safely stop to do my first bit of Poké Gym taking. To do it from here. Okay, you'll have to sit and look at those houses opposite for a minute. Because I've just hatched a bumblebee. Hoping the three guys who had got critters in this gym are all asleep, so they won't revive them, because that'll get us done quicker. Two down, one to go. Something called a manectric. Okay. Never seen that. tick has been reactivated. That's alright, we'll soon take him down. Somebody's persistent, coming back for more.